Morning, morning. Forecast. 90% chance of rain. Current temperature 21. Vibes excellent. Slept well. Resting heart rate when I woke up today 34. Rolling out to meet my friend John. I've absent-mindedly pulled off over here at a place we're gonna wait for John, but I have never seen this. How epic. This is cool. I gotta show you on the map where I am because I don't actually know where I am. This is awesome. So we're gonna ride Doi Sutep today. I love when the weather is like this. It looks like it's gonna rain. I said it was 90. Temperature 21. Humidity, I think I saw 85. So it does look ready for rain, but keeping with the philosophy that we're going with this whole month so far, if you are willing to wash your bicycle, you can be rewarded with the best riding. Love when everything is so green like this. Sleep. Felt good. Legs feel good. Yesterday was a very hard training ride. I did 4 sets VO2 max, so 16 minutes VO2 max. A very hard ride. So I'm happy for any spark in the legs today at all. It's awesome. Gonna meet John. We're gonna share a delicious coffee because that's what always happens with John. We're gonna talk about training today.
Morning.
Let's get to it.
Morning, guys. Nice work. See ya.
I do recognize it's not so safe to ride while videoing. I'm not unaware of that. This is a very smooth road. It's a downhill I know very well, which actually does not mean that it's safe. A lot of times, overconfidence is what will get you. Okay, let's go downhill. Here's the fun part for a lot of people, right?
Great work, man. Whew. I said I was being safe, but I didn't realize the camera is blocking my left brake. Okay, now we're okay. I love these turns right here. Hey, morning, brother. Yeah, nice work. Morning, Mac. What up, Todd? What up, John? Yeah. Here's who I'm meeting, but these guys are a bonus. Morning, guys. Mac, you look great, dude. Look at that speed suit. John, that dog paid so little attention to your front wheel. It was like he just sidestepped just one of the 4 legs. Looking at something down there, who knows? The dogs are so chill.
I love those dogs down that corner.
Yeah, they're so chill.
Yeah.
So we're approaching viewpoint 1.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nice today.
Yeah, man. Great job, great job. Hey, she's in the zone. She didn't even look up. It never, ever is anything less than pure joy. The fact of the selections, the amount of different cafes there are like this. I mean, you can brag. I really don't need to brag about this. That's a highlight of Chiang Mai for sure. The coffee game here is absolutely world class. Okay, John's inside already. This is his choice for today, Taste of Art. You can find him on Instagram if you want, but we're gonna have some coffee right now. See, my eyesight is not good enough. I didn't actually see what you were slapping. Bro. Is this one okay right here by the door? John made a super cool video showing the options of Chiang Mai gravel. I've even gotten comments like on my Strava, like, man, The video that you made with Johnny Lee was so cool. Make more stuff like that. Okay, fine. John has uploaded a really cool video we made riding north from here. Very cool. Big gravel adventure, like close to home, but still proper adventure. It was awesome. Check it out. But John and I have been talking a lot about our understanding of training. I am right now self-coaching, but we've both had the same coach in the past, so John and I have a very similar philosophy of training. We do VO2 max days, easy days, like a coffee ride like today, and then zone 2. We seem to both do a lot of VO2 max and zone 2. So that's also kind of a long intro. The question I want to ask you today is, how do you balance your rest when you live in Chiang Mai, where we can do a ride like we did, and like a ride like we did this morning? You could train every day. How do you balance yourself?
I do a lot of flat rides. You know, being here in Chiang Mai, we're so lucky that we have mountains and we also have really flat roads. But it's not just the fact that they're flat, it's the fact that they're uninterrupted. So you can do a ride similar to what you would do on an indoor trainer, but we could do it outside on really beautiful roads. So I incorporate a lot of that. You know, I remember when I was living in Taipei, I didn't have that option. And you could tell that in just being in the community, most people like would be like, what, flat ride?
Yeah.
They only want to ride in the mountains.
Ah.
But yeah, we're really lucky here. And then there's just days where you just have to take off. I've been really trying to prioritize rest in this most recent block of training that I've been doing, because I think in the past my mindset was always more is better.
Yeah.
And it always feels like, even if I take even 1 or 2 days off, it always feels like I'm losing fitness by doing this. But once you get over that, it's really just like a mental thing. You have to have a mindset shift of knowing that taking the rest is going to make you stronger and not the other way around.
Right.
Because it's very easy to get caught in that loop of thinking, if I take a day off, I'm going to lose fitness.
Yeah.
And it will be detrimental to my journey. But I think the reality is actually quite opposite. It's the opposite of that. Living in Chiang Mai, one of the hardest things in terms of balancing recovery is you're going to have so many options to ride with so many people.
Yeah,
and you'll get invitations to ride all of these amazing rides. And you're just going to need to be able to just stick to what you believe in and kind of just do what you need to do for yourself, because it'll be easy to just be like, I'll do a 5-hour ride in Samung with you, you know, like obviously that's fun, but if you're going to take your training seriously, then you have to learn to kind of say no to some things, and that can be a challenge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You even literally showed me your self-control, because John came back to Chiang Mai recently when I had also just come back to Chiang Mai. We hadn't seen each other for a while. And I said, let's do this ride together, this ride. And John said, that sounds great, man. But honestly, I think I need some rest. I was like, dang it. But respect. Good for you, man. And he really stuck to it. Like, I would say 4 or 5 times in the past few weeks, I've said, John, let's go do this. He's like, it's too long, man. I will ride with you to here, and then I'm going to turn around and come back. I said, respect. That's awesome. Even though I want to hang out with you more than that, you actually are doing what you say, which I rarely stick to.
Well, you're going to do a proper taper and everything, right?
Yeah. But I'm still, that's awesome. But I guess I'm still just nervous that a 5-day taper is not enough, or a 1-week taper is not enough. I'm almost at the point where I want to take like a whole month break and then start training again for 3 months. I want like a whole nother season to try again.
It's interesting hearing you say that. I thought, have you not been in this situation before?
Yeah. No, 2 times now. This is the 3rd time in a row.
But you're still kind of not sure how your body's going to respond.
I'm actually not worried that I won't do fine in the races. It's that I'm nervous that there's like an injury coming soon that will just force me to stay off the bike for a long time. Like,
Has that happened before?
no, I've always been able to get through it. In the moment, it's always been with a lot of nervousness, thinking, oh, maybe this is the one. But then I get better, and it's always been with my hip. It's always, because it'll get bad enough that it hurts just constantly. Whether I'm standing, sitting, stretching, or riding, it just hurts nonstop. And so I worry that it's gonna get to the point where it's actually debilitating. Not just steady pain, but like actually real pain. Like I go to the doctor, you gotta fix this leg.
I understand. Like pain that would be
Yeah.
beyond just riding. It would be like in your everyday life.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I went super simple, egg and toast. But it's cool that they had this on the menu. I appreciate the simplicity. So I have literally tasty black coffee,
It's good, right?
plain toast and eggs. It's good coffee. Yeah, yeah. So if you wake up whatever wearable device and it says you need a rest day today, what if you really wanted to go out and ride? Because sometimes you might feel tired and you say, oh, it's a rest day? Good, I'll take a rest day. But what if you really wanted to ride?
I would have no problem ignoring the recommendation from my watch. Especially if I feel good. If I don't feel good, of course, I'm gonna rest. Which I've been in that situation many times. And yeah, if the way I'm feeling correlates to what the watch is telling me, absolutely. But if it's not, if I feel great,
Yeah.
or not even great, like today, I wouldn't say I felt great today.
Yeah.
But I felt okay. I didn't feel like crap. You know, I felt okay.
That is almost a balance we need to like figure out our own opinion. Is Garmin actually just really watching out for us and like playing it totally safe, and actually we can use our feelings sometimes and exercise hard with actually no consequence? Or is Garmin actually all knowing and the consequence will come?
I think it's somewhere in between.
Okay.
I think it's somewhere in between. You know, what you kind of described is like the two extremes.
Yeah.
I do know in the past when I was sick, it knew. Like my training readiness score that it gives me, it was in single digits. And this is like not even from a lot of heavy exercise. It's just like it knows. So I don't think it's like the be all end all. You can't deviate from what the watch is telling you. I don't think that's the case, but definitely if you do choose to ignore it, you know, make sure you know what you're doing. Proceed with caution.
So I don't have any wearable that gives a recommendation. What I do is I keep a notebook of my training, and I also, so there's the training, my hard training, and then just fun time, and then rest, basically. So like up, middle, and down. And then I write down my weight and my heart rate. When I wake up, I take my pulse, and then when I sleep,
you do?
I take my pulse. I've recorded that every day for years. So I don't have a device that tells me a recommendation, but I know with the third thing, that being just my feeling. How do I feel? Fatigued? Do I feel ready to go out and ride? When I go down the stairs in the morning, do I feel like I'm okay? So I have little trackers for my own feeling, and then when I go downstairs, I do push-ups and sit-ups. I track how excited am I to do them this morning, and I can kind of gauge my feeling of how I'm gonna then do on the bicycle.
Do you do that every morning? Wow.
For many mornings. And then the fourth thing, which isn't really only bicycle, is I pretty much know my calorie intake every single day. Not exactly macros, like a proportion, but just the calorie. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know,
Yeah.
what are you giving? What is the score? How many calories
So
are you eating?
I
right
had
now?
600 calories for breakfast, in my pockets were 400, in the bottles was 200, and I would say this is 300. Because I asked her
just
no
egg?
oil. Yep. If she asked with butter, then I would say 400. I said with no oil, so 300. So I would say, so now I'm at 1,500 for the day. And the KJ counter was 1,100. So like, I don't even need to think too hard about this. Like I can just tell you those numbers. That's what we just did. And I wasn't even focusing that hard.
Because
I've done it just every day.
A million times, yeah.
So I know when we get home, if I have a protein shake, then that equals that has the work cancel out the intake, and so from that point on, then I need 2,400 calories for the rest of the day, and then I can track macros if I want. But like, so I have just balanced the work. Like my intake has just balanced the work. You have asked me before specifically about using the high sugar to fuel the workout. You asked me about that before. You were wondering, should I go for it and not worry about it? Should I go for it just for racing, or should I not even do it?
no, what I was
bottles.
actually
Yeah.
my question at that
Yeah.
time was, so in the cycling world, everyone's always talking about you have to fuel your body, which I totally get. I fully agree. I mean, I could speak from experience. I'm sure you can as well. If you do not take in sugar while you're riding, you will run out of energy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
It just happens now or in a few minutes later.
But at the same time, I don't know about you, but just in my Instagram feed, I get fed a lot of like fitness content and a lot of health content, and I can't tell you how many videos I've seen demonizing sugar, saying how sugar is bad. If you take in too much sugar, it's going to lead to type 2 diabetes. Basically, that's the gist of it. Obviously, there's a lot of nuance in there, but basically, that's the story.
Yeah.
Eat too much sugar, you're going to get diabetes.
Yep. Now or later. Yeah.
So, being in this cycling world where you're encouraged to take in an insane amount of sugar,
Yeah.
it's not even like think about 60 grams per hour. Think about how much sugar that is. That's like drinking 2 Cokes per hour.
Yeah.
And then
for multiple hours, not just 1 hour.
and then realize that's on the low end.
Yeah.
That is on the very, very, that's like the minimum of what you should be taking.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, do cyclists have to worry about diabetes, like taking in all of this sugar? And I just don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not a doctor. I don't do my own research. So all I'm relying on are these experts telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's experts online or even experts like in my real in my real world, because obviously we get the opportunity to have these kind of conversations with a lot of people. You know, being in this environment that we're in, and no one talks about this.
Yeah.
No one, as much as I've heard, oh, you have to take in this many grams of sugar per hour.
Yeah.
I've heard that many times.
Yeah.
But I never once heard anyone talk about if there are any side effects or any kind of risks involved with taking that much sugar. And I get it. Maybe it's possible, hopefully, if you're an athlete and you're using it, then there are no side effects.
Yeah.
But I just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be nice for someone with the expertise to say, indeed, yes, this is the case. But no one really talks about that. And that's what I was talking about before.
I remember when you asked me that, and I responded with some hesitation. You said like, "You're the only one who has responded with concern."
Yeah, exactly.
And then I said, "Oh yeah, and you're the only one who's."
Because everyone's just doing it as if there are no. Because I say 60 grams, but like a lot of the guys we know are doing way more than 60 grams.
Yeah. Dude, I watched an interview with a World Tour pro. So obviously they have higher power needs, so they need to eat. He said he does 150 on the regular now. 150 grams per hour.
For a regular training day?
No, for tour prep.
Okay.
So this was hard training, but it was definitely not in the race only. This was training leading up to the race. 150 grams per hour. For what he said was 6+ hours.
That's insane.
So that's 5.
That's insane.
I will eat this and then a gel, and then another thing like this, and then a gel. I won't just do gel, 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 gel.
You mix it up.
And even I do even eat these in races for the same reason. I mean, I have at least one fruit bomb bar in a race.
I'm only surprised because I know those are like, it's not tough to chew, but like chewing anything when you're riding hard is like not fun.
You know what? I do it though more for the health aspect, to just not be eating only gels. I almost do it for like
Because of what we were just talking about.
Yes. In the last race, what did I do? I took a coffee paper and put dried figs and dried bananas in the coffee filter paper, because I was trying to think, a plastic bag, I don't want to drop the plastic bag on the side of the road. Coffee filter papers work as like a race container.
And you can just toss it.
Yeah, because I mean it is biodegradable.
Right.
So the brown paper, I filled it with dried bananas and dates. I have a top tube bag. For a really long race, I will actually put a top tube bag for this reason. And I liked it. And I thought I could actually swallow it. Raisins, dried bananas, dried dates. So that was the amount of 2 large gels, but just not gels.
That's a brilliant idea, actually.
And then I didn't need to worry about dropping. Nice catch. Dropping like 4 gels on the road.
Yeah.
I don't try to do that, but it can happen if you have so much plastic in your body. So.
I understand.
And I did not notice any negative effect. I didn't notice like, oh, my stomach is heavy. I felt good.
I think everyone will kind of react to it different.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Thank you for chatting with me, man. Knowing that it's on
Are you kidding? Anytime.
on camera.
Anytime.
So I have a request to always share the ride home as well. I gave kind of my own personal feeling metric, but if you do want a concrete numbers metric, there's something called EF.เมื่อกี้ครับแข่งขันแต่ไม่ได้แข่งกับนักปั่นคนอื่นนะครับแข่งกับเมฆฝนมันต้องมาแน่นอนนะครับมองไปทิศไหนก็มืดหมดทุกทิศทางมืดหมดเลยแต่ถ้าคุณยังไม่ถึงบ้านแล้วก็เจอฝนไม่ต้องห่วงครับแค่ปั่นช้าๆสิ่งที่ดีที่เมืองไทยก็คือน้ำฝนมันไม่ค่อยจะหนาวมากมันไม่ค่อยเย็นสามารถไปถึงบ้านได้ในความปลอดภัยนะครับแล้วแต่คุณโชคดีครับ